Coaches, they had a lot to say after the game, of course, when they talked to the media after the Sugar Bowl. And our very own Paxton Boyd, our sports director, he was at that press conference following the game. Paxton, what was the mood of the coaches after the game?
Well, Nick Saban really talked about those big plays, which were really the difference in the game. They've been the Achilles heel of this Alabama team for really all season. We particularly saw that late in the season. You saw that in the Iron Bowl when Alabama gave up 44 points to Auburn. But on last night and Thursday night in the title game, Alabama gave up some really big plays that really shifted the momentum, and it was really the difference in the game.
You know, it's not really about what you do most of the time. It's really more about how you do it. And they did a better job of executing what they do than what we did.
Defensively, we were just trying to be on the same page and every given play and down. And they broke out on some big plays on us, and we just couldn't contain the edge at points. But other than that, I mean, we just try to fight all the way to the end and finish and get the ball back to our offense and to put points on the board.
And Kelly, certainly a disappointing end to the 2014-2015 season for Alabama. They've shown so much resiliency throughout the season, usually able to overcome adversity and big plays like that, but it just wasn't in the cards for them on Thursday night.
Paxton, this is the first year of the playoffs. What were your thoughts about it? How was the system received by the fans and from the sports media?
You know, someone actually made a really good point in the press conference. They said, you know, if it weren't for the playoff, you know, it would be Alabama and Florida State in the national championship game. Now instead you have Oregon going against Ohio State, who beat Alabama. So it's really funny how things play out. Urban Meyer said that he spoke with Nick Saban before the game about it. He said, you know, Urban Meyer himself, back when he coached Utah, had a team that probably would have gotten into the playoff if there were a playoff system back then. But certainly we're seeing the benefits of that now. All
right, Paxton, I know you have the scoop, so what's next for the team, for the coaches, for the players? What is next?
Well, you know that we talked to Blake Sims and Landon Collins, and both of them, you know, Landon Collins can come back for his senior year, but that's not likely. He's projected to go pretty early in the first round, but he said that he would sit and, you know, talk to his family about what his decision might be. As for Blake Sims, it's the end of his Alabama career, but he'll actually be in Mobile not too far from now for the Senior Bowl, so we'll get to see him up close and personal as he tries to improve his draft stock before the NFL draft later this year.
As our sports director, I knew you had the scoop. I knew you had the inside track. Paxton Boyd, thank you so much for leading our team coverage. Great job throughout the week, indeed. Continuing with